We're going to start with the I-Team. U.S. Marshals confiscated assault rifles and other guns from an LSU dorm as part of a case that ended with the arrest today of an LSU running back.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment. IG TikTok bottom of the video. And we're just going to hop right into it. So today, we'll be talking about JT Lindsey. Quick disclaimer, if you been here before, quality look a little different. Like I said, Matt but went on me doing it straight from the iPhone, but we still thugging, so fuck it. So, if you are unfamiliar with JT Lindsey is, well, shit, I don't know at this point. He is an LSU freshman running. He was an incoming freshman running back going to, four-star prospect from Alexandria, Louisiana. Remember, he's from Alexandria. That's going to be important later. But we are not here to talk about his play on the field. We are here to talk about JT. He had to surrender to campus police on Friday after a warrant was issued for his arrest on 2 felony counts of accessory after the fact of second-degree murder. They are saying he is accessory to the fact of the second-degree murder of Corey Brooks in Alexandria, Louisiana. So, before I get into how he got the accessory charge, we're going to talk about Corey Brooks real quick. Corey Brooks, it says a 17-year-old boy died Thursday after being shot the day before, according to the Alexandria Police Department. A news release states officers responding around 5:30 to a 4,000 block of Clark Street, which is off Lakeside Drive, for a shooting. 3 people were wounded and taken to the hospital. 2 of them suffered moderate injuries, but release states the third, Corey Brooks, died Thursday afternoon. May 28th of 2025 this year. They originally, Alexandria Police Department arrested Traquan Stanley, who is 20 and was arrested on 1 count of criminal conspiracy to commit armed robbery, 1 count of principal to second-degree murder, 1 count of accessory after the fact to second-degree murder. So that sounds like, they were intending to rob Corey Brooks and shit went left. And then at this time, they had released that they were seeking the public's help in locating 2 additional suspects involved in this case, Shamil Jacobs, 17, and Keldrick Jordan, 18, who were both wanted for armed robbery and second-degree murder.
Well, an Alexandria man has been arrested in connection with the Clark Street homicide, according to Alexandria police. 20-year-old Traquan Stanley has been arrested on multiple murder charges, as well as criminal conspiracy to commit armed robbery. APD is also looking for 2 more suspects, 17-year-old Shamil Jacobs and 18-year-old Kendrick Jordan, both wanted for armed robbery and second-degree murder. Jacobs and Jordan are considered armed and dangerous, so do not approach them. Anyone with information on their whereabouts is asked to contact APD. This is an ongoing investigation.
So like I said, confirms that, they were intending to rob Corey Brooks, and I guess shit went left. So, remember Shamil Jacobs and Keldrick Jordan? He was JT Lindsey, how he gets involved. He was allowing these 2 individuals to stay in his LSU dorm room earlier this year. So, that's how he got arrested for second-degree murder after the fact. Now, obviously, like I said, I don't know. He has been temporarily suspended from all football activities. Now, accessory after the fact is a serious charge, especially the murder. But we've seen, people fight cases like this and be playing, because we've seen what happened with Brandon Miller, even though I talked about it on here before. Brandon Miller really didn't do anything that night. He just was in the wrong spot at the wrong time. Like I said, his bond was set at $5,000 and he was released later on Friday. So bond set at $5,000, that's pretty nice. So once they were able to catch these individuals, when they found Jacobs, he had Lindsey's LSU ID on his body. And he was able to provide Lindsey's personal PIN code, which allowed him to come and go from the apartment and the dorm building. Also had footage that Lindsey can be seen in the dorm building with Jacobs and Jordan as far back as July of 2025. And on multiple occasions, Jacobs and Jordan come and go without Lindsey using his LSU ID to access the building. So that's crazy as hell. That's crazy as hell. And they said he was able to provide the PIN, so he gave him the PIN. That's low-key snitching. I don't know. You know what? I don't make the rules. But law enforcement forces also found multiple firearms in the dorm room, including 2 AR rifles, a Draco, and a Glock.
He's now accused of accessory after the fact, when 2 suspects wanted for a murder in Alexandria, Louisiana, were found inside his apartment at the Nicholson Gateway on Monday. That complex is on LSU's campus and is a stone's throw from Tiger Stadium and LSU's football practice facility. Those suspects, Shamel Jacobs and Keldrick Jordan, were picked up by U.S. Marshals inside Lindsey's room there. Both are accused in a murder back in May of 17-year-old Corey Brooks in Alexandria. Sources tell the WAFBI team 4 different weapons, including 2 AR-15s, a Draco pistol, and a Glock were found inside.
Now, an obvious defense, Lindsey is, and I'll probably put it, because, they got him and his lawyer outside the thing, but.
All right, Chris, certainly an unfortunate situation. It appears that your client, JT Lindsey, is about to be arrested. What can you say about it?
Yeah, this time, guys, we're cooperating with LSU PD. My client maintains that he's fully innocent of all charges and no wrongdoing. We hope to get this matter straightened out pretty quick. So that's about all we have to say at this point. We'll have more information for you later.
Can you talk about the charges he is facing?
Not at this time.
Do you believe this was a rush to judgment?
I'll let you figure that one out on your own. But at this point, like I said, we're cooperating fully. My client is innocent of any wrongdoing, and I think that'll be borne out very shortly.
Certainly, he's quite a standout. Can you talk about what this means to his career and the fact that he's about to be arrested?
Like I said, hopefully this will be resolved very quickly and will have no effect on him. So it's very unfortunate that we're here, but again, we're cooperating and we're going to take care of it as fast as possible. So thanks, guys.
You're saying he knew nothing about it?
Correct.
Obvious defense, he was saying that he didn't know these guys were on the run, but they do have a witness who is saying opposite, that he admitted to knowing that they were on the run. So that's nuts. And I dead ass, what's crazy is I can see why they were on the run for so long, because that showed they were on the run for damn near 3 months. If they had made it a couple more weeks, they'd have been on the run for 3 months. But who the hell would have guessed they'll be at the LSU running back's dorm room trying to get away from it? That's like a crazy ass twist. Nobody, you wouldn't guess that shit. But as far as JT Lindsey, I mean, it depends how this witness can prove that he knew, and even if, he can prove that, he still might get in trouble because the guns, though. Because, yeah, it's a red state, so guns are, the gun laws are light. But at the same time, he was on a campus, so you can't have no guns on campus, So that's interesting, especially 5 guns. They found an AR, a Glock, and a Draco. That's OD. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't see how he's gonna beat this one. I see with Brandon Miller, that's the one I'm gonna think of the most, because that's the most recent one, and that happened like two years ago. So with Brandon Miller, it was like, I can see, now that I know the story, it makes sense, how he got out, like, you feel me, how he won't really involve. This, if that person can prove that he really knew, I'm not sure how he gets out of this. Cause that just, if you knowingly harbored fugitives, so that's, I don't know how he gets out of this one, but that's crazy, to fuck up your bag. And, he's a 4-star coming in, so he was gonna get some money out of it. That boy fucked up his check. These athletes be ready to fuck up their bag, boy. They be ready to fuck up their bag, boy. I swear to God they do. But, like, ain't no way I'm an LSU running back. I ain't even gonna lie. Niggas told me, yeah, bro, we need somewhere to, hop in and out from. Now, we just caught a body, and we've been on the run for 2 months. And I play for LSU? But you better go on hell with that bullshit, man. Don't even come over here, bro. Don't even come. I'm gonna call the cops. Nah, but in all seriousness, no, bro, that's crazy as hell, bro. You would just never expect that. But hopefully, bro, I mean, I can't even say hopefully, because that's nuts. But, he might, luck out. I don't know. He an athlete. We never know, but it ain't looking good. But that's all I got to say, though. Like, share, subscribe, comment. IG, TikTok, bottom of the video, and we out.